What's up, YouTube? It is your handy homegirl Danny back with another video. If this is your first time here, this is a DIY channel dedicated exclusively to teaching you guys how to do things yourself, right? And so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to stain some stairs. If you are a homeowner and you are trying to cut down some home improvement costs, then you're going to want to do a lot of projects yourself, and you're lucky because you've come to the right channel. In today's video, again, I'm going to be showing you how to stain some stairs. So again, please watch it until the end, okay? Do yourself the favor, you're already here. You've already found the video that you need. This is it. So just make sure you watch it until the end. Prep is going to be crucial in this process. These are loft style stairs, so there is a lot of open space for the dust to travel to. So do your best to make sure you're enclosing up the space. If you don't have loft style stairs, then you still want to make sure that you're prepping, thinking about where the dust is going to go. So I've already started sanding these stairs. On the left hand side, you see it's unsanded, and on the right hand side, you see is where I begin sanding the stairs. I'm using a battery powered palm orbital sander. However, if you have an electric powered one, I think it would work best, as I did have to change out the batteries a couple times in this process. You're going to notice once the battery starts to die that it's not going to take off as much as that top layer as initially when the battery is fully powered. So that's something to look out for if you're going to be using the battery powered, knowing when to go ahead and change. It should take you about 3 to 5 minutes to completely sand down each of the steps. So once it is taking you a little bit longer, that's going to be your first indication that you're going to either need to change that battery or change out the sandpaper, as you see me do in the next portion here. And again, I am using 60 grit sandpaper to knock all of that top layer off of the stairs. So with the battery removed from my sander, you can see that that old one is gritty and yucky, and I've got a brand new sandpaper going down. I got a fresh 10-pack of 60 grit before I begin this process, and oh my gosh, look at the difference here that you see how quick that top layer is being sanded off. So again, an electric sander probably would work best, but you want to make sure that you're changing out that sandpaper. I think I used a fresh sand sheet for every 3 or 4 steps. I mean, you want to work smarter, not harder, and I think switching them out is going to be your best bet, because look how easy and effortless it is to remove that top layer. You want to make sure you're doing your due diligence to hit all spots of the stairs, that lip there that you see, and just a full tread, just keeping in mind wherever the new stain is going to be going down, you want to make sure that there is nothing on top of the stair treads that will interfere with a beautiful stain job. Make sure you're watching this video until the end, because I drop you some tips and tricks and a lot of knowledge that's going to help you guys through your project. Please make sure you consider subscribing to this channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like any of the content that you saw on this video today. Make sure you're sharing this video with your friends. It's the only way that our channel is going to grow, you guys. I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers. I'm trying to get to the top of the algorithm, guys, and I need y'all help, so make sure y'all are doing that. Once you've sanded all of the stairs, you want to clean all of the dust before moving on to the next step. I am using a microfiber towel because these things are the business. Like, it cleans remarkably all of the sand and dust from when you sand it. Sweeping everything up, I've removed the plastic drop cloth that I installed around the stairs, and then I put down a new sheet of plastic just so that once we begin staining, nothing is going to be dripping down onto the floor. Next up, I'm going to clean each of the stairs with mineral spirits just to ensure that there is absolutely no more dust on these stairs before we move on to the next process. And make sure that this portion is completely dry before you put down the stain. I'm going to be stirring up that Minwax as opposed to shaking it, and I did create a how to stain wood video, and I'll drop that in the card and in the description below. You're going to be using some foam rollers and some tack cloths, actually foam brushes, and you want to keep a few of those packs of tack cloths handy. So I alternated each step. right? If you're in the home, then you're going to need to still go up and down. So I put down the brown paper on every alternating step, and I completed each process before moving to the next step. No pun intended. So when I'm applying stain, I like to go from a left to right motion, not really in a circular motion. It really wouldn't work good with this foam brush anyway. The foam picks up so much product, and you can just squeeze it out to ensure that you're getting full coverage on the stairs. So you just take your time with this, making sure that you don't get any excessive drips. And like I said, using that foam brush, you're just going from a left to right. And again, you want to check out that video if you haven't done so already on how to stain wood, because it's pretty much the very same process. These are wooden steps, obviously, and so you're going to just follow that and how to stain them. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so that is going to determine how long you allow that stain to sit before you wipe it off with your tack cloth. The longer you let the stain sit, of course, is going to be a darker outcome. So once you start seeing the color that you're trying to achieve, you can go ahead and wipe it down with the tack cloth. Of course, this is like the 5th or 6th step that I'm doing. So you see the tack cloth is pretty saturated with the stain. Using that same stain drenched cloth, you can go back over previous steps without putting any more product, just using the stain that's already on the tack cloth, just ensuring you get a nice even coverage. And again, until you reach the stain color that you want to see. We're moving pretty fast in the video here, but you want to allow 24 hours in between each step to allow everything to dry completely. So we're mixing up this oil-based polyurethane that's going to go on top of the stairs. We're going to do 2 or 3 coats. I did 2 on this client's home, and you're just putting down the polyurethane just in the same process as you've done with the steps. Don't worry about any bubbles. You don't want an excessive amount of polyurethane on there, so just make sure that you're doing a nice thin layer. Once that has dried for 24 hours, you're going to sand with a 220. Do not use your power sander in this step. Just use a nice sheet with your hand, just to pretty much get that top layer out, cleaning it up with a microfiber towel, and then staining the putting down that second layer of polyurethane. And again, it's going to be to your liking. So if you're not satisfied with that, you can go ahead and put a 3rd coat down, but nothing more than that. And that's it, you guys. Completely brand new set of stairs. As you can see here, I wasn't able to get a final look just because this was not my home. This was the final picture that I was able to take before I left. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video.